Hello everyone, this is Astocky here, and welcome back to another episode of the Real Kerbal Space Program Let's Play. In this episode, the Kerbals have decided that the last Kerbal death will not be in vain. They intend to take their most recent ship attempt, this baby, and they intend to ever so slightly tweak it and then fly it back to outer space. Now the very slight tweak they're looking to make is they're going to add an advanced SAS module to make it just a little bit easier for the pilot to get into outer space. So if we look at this, we are still showing easily significant enough thrust to weight ratios. All the staging is all still good enough. These two are going to ditch at the same time. We do not want that. We're going to ditch everything and then pop that last. And there is a second heat shield on there, which is perfect. So, total cost for this second expedition that has learnt from the first is 16,932. Now, it's not going to be the first mission of its kind. It's probably not going to be the best mission of its kind, but it is going to make Kerbals proud by bringing back a live Kerbin who has orbited the moon. That's the aim of this. That's what's going to happen. Everyone's very excited, and how can you go wrong when your Kerbin who's flying it is Jebediah? Jebediah back from the dead, or something like that. Either way, we are going to we're going to go for about 2/3 thrust, because I know we have enough thrust in this thing. Ready? Godspeed, Jebediah. Jebediah's like, why are we going so slow, man? This sucks. It's okay. And he's like, hey, who's flying this thing? Nah, he's like, this thing is awesome! This is the best thing ever! Cruising along here. Holding ourselves still. Up to about 5 kilometers, so we're going to throttle up quite a lot here. Fingers crossed the SAS is going to hold us still. We're going to bring up the orbital information now. That's going to really help us. Oh no. Let's try and just roll back a little bit so we're mostly in the direction we should be going. That's better. We've got some crazy roll going on here. Don't know what's causing that. So we're going to start now trying to build up a bit of horizontal velocity. Jeb is still thinking this is the best thing ever. Accelerating not super forcefully now. Look at our resources, everything's going really well. What's our apoapsis height up to 28 kilometers? Everything's going fairly well. Gonna start bringing it down now. Everyone is looking up, looking with proud eyes at Jebediah, going, you can do it, man. Don't be like, I think it was Bob. Yeah, don't be like Bob. Getting some really good speed up now. Time to apoapsis is still going up, so we need to bring this down quite a bit. We're in the thinner part of the atmosphere now, so heating's not a problem. You can see we're actually cooling off. Gonna hold ourselves there on pretty much the perfect setup. I'm gonna bump this up to around about 100 kilometers. Or whatever happens before this liquid fuel engine burns out. So we might end up getting up above 100, but that's okay. Like I said, I want to either have this liquid fuel engine burn out or have this get to close to 0. There we go, perfect. So we're going to throttle right back. Just ditch that now to give us a bit of spacing from it. Okay, 150 should be good. Now that we are, where were we? Now that we are up well out of the atmosphere, going to deploy these solar panels. Actually, I shouldn't say we're up out of the atmosphere right now, because we are actually just ever so slightly in the atmosphere at the moment, but our apoapsis is definitely high enough that we are not coming back down. So we are going to set ourselves up for a bit of a circularizing burn. So we've got 160 by 150, probably need a little less than that. 150 by 150, that's going to be pretty close to spot on the money for what we're looking for. I'm going to turn off that far because it makes no difference now that we're out of the atmosphere. Things are very dark though, so these solar panels aren't working quite as desired. But that is not a problem when you are Jebediah, because he'll do it in the dark, he doesn't even care. He's like, whatever. For some reason the staging controls are now locked. It's because I'm going fast. So we'll... What just happened? Oh no. Oh no, Jebediah. Oh no. Okay, this is not going to work as planned. Okay, Jebediah, you are not going to the moon today. Turns out I got a little bit carried away with the whole time acceleration thing and looking at the map, and yep, I went around about that far past where I was supposed to do my burn. So much for this thing counting me down and helping me out. So instead, what I think we're going to be doing now is a delicate reentry. So well, at least hopefully this time we are going to watch the temperature go up. We're going to watch the ablative shield burn down, and Jebediah is going to live. It's hit temperature heating up now. The ablation is starting to slowly wear its way down. We're actually going quite fast because we hit quite a high velocity, but I'm supremely confident this time that I'm coming in at a shallow enough angle that I'm not going to over G, and the temperature is going to start heating up really fast, and we're going to start ablating that heat shield. You can see here it's slowly ablating. About as soon as we hit this thick atmosphere here is when the temperature is really going to skyrocket. There we go. Temperature's getting hot. Now that we're getting hot, this will start ablating faster and faster to try and keep the temperature down. You can see we're really decelerating now, bringing the speed right down. Well, if anything, Jebediah has been the first successful test of a heat shield. Because I mean, this has worked exactly as it should. About 2 Gs of deceleration. Something just blew up. That can't be good. That was clearly something that was sticking out in the airflow that shouldn't have been sticking out in the airflow. Okay, we've almost worn down that first ablative heat shield. Okay, it's gone. Oh wow, the temperature really jumped when that disappeared. Speed now down to 900, 800. Got some Mach waves here. 700, 600. There we go. I've dropped below my threshold speed 600 to deploy that. There we go. It was one of my battery packs that I burnt off. So I still had a whole ablative shield left. That one's done but didn't explode, and then I had this second one. So it's okay. Do not deploy solar panels. Yep, don't deploy them. Just don't do it. I thought I may have been going slow enough by the time I tried to deploy the second one, but no, that was not the case. So, oh, that did not sound awesome. Hear that crunching? That really adds some atmosphere to the game, I think. Okay, so Jebediah Kerbal, is there anything this man can't fly? Turns out he can't fly a mission to the moon. So this is another blemish. It's a failed mission. So that's going to significantly eat into my budget. Yeah. That's not that good. I keep thinking to myself, what would Jebediah do? Well, judging by the look on his face, he is just going to be super happy about this. We're going to check the debrief, check the logs, and I think this is going to end up being a shorter episode. That wasn't that good. But here he is. So we're going to get Jebber out on EVA. You can let go, Mr. Jebediah. It's a pity he needs a salute. Yay! Woo! Woo! Why are you spinning like crazy? Yeah, I don't even know what's going on. Whatever. Happy. Okay, he seems to be a bit camera shy at the moment. Stop it. Stop it. But he's loving this thing. It's like froggy hops. Look at that smile. So, where did we end up? Well, any more way to find out? Let's get back in. Whoops. Ha. F is the key we wanted. So, where did we end up? We ended up... In fact, where are we? That's us there, isn't it? Yes, that's us there. We ended up... there. Where's the Kerbal Spaceport? I think the Kerbal Spaceport's over here in the dark. So we ended up over on this place that is nowhere near where he should be, but thankfully he's alright. So let's... How do I get the haystack to work? Let's switch to the K2 man and see how it's going. It's going pretty well. Plenty of oxygen left. Still doing all of its scientific-y type experiments and making sure that the world continues to be safe for people like Jebediah to crash things into. So this has been a bit of a shorter episode, but that's okay. Not necessarily a bad way to do things. So until next time, Jonand, Gusvis, and Genless are saying thanks very much for watching. See you guys next time. Okay everyone, how very silly of me. I almost forgot to update the mission screen. So unlike this very impressive Mission 7, which achieved a whole lot of things, and a dead Bill. Sorry about that, Bill. Well, we ended up with a not very impressive Mission number 2. I think it was the first Apollo mission that burst into flames on the launch pad. So Jebediah did better than that. But we built the ship. It was a little bit more expensive because of the advanced SAS, but lifesaver. That made it so much easier to get into orbit. Definitely going to keep that next time. That's a good ship design. Plenty of Delta V. And we got the research bonus. We got no get into moon or orbit bonus, no 50% ship return, but there was no penalties either. So overall, we didn't go back as far as I was thinking we were going to go back for that mission. And hopefully we'll see Jebediah on the launch pad next time, and he's going to do a lap of the moon and come back. And I think the very mission after that, he's going to land something. That's what Jebediah wants to do. The scientists are like, you can't do that. You've got to like land probes and you've got to check stuff out. And he's like, come on, give me a rocket. I'm going to do this thing. So let's see what happens next time. Until then, Astocky out.